Right now at 10, a local nonprofit raises awareness for fentanyl poisoning. And changing DEI, one consultant wants to make it more inclusive. Plus, two Trumpereau County wedding barns sue the state of Wisconsin over its new alcohol regulations.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Today marks National Fentanyl Awareness Day. The Amara Rose Foundation held a special event this evening at the Westby Area Performing Arts Center to bring hope to those fighting addiction. A special performance by three-time Grammy winner Bill Miller was the highlight of the night. He shared stories about his journey with addiction and recovery and performed songs and orchestrated a healing circle. A board member of the Amara Rose Foundation says their mission tonight is to offer support and resources to those struggling with addiction.
I think it's really important that people know that there's hope in getting out of addiction, that it is very difficult, but there are groups, there's support. Our foundation is more than willing to make contacts for people, so hopefully they can get help.
If you missed tonight's event, they are holding another one tomorrow at Connect Church in Onalaska starting at 6:30 p.m. Bill Miller will be performing again, and the event is free to the public. One alleged member of an Eau Claire drug ring was sentenced in Eau Claire County Court this morning. As part of a plea deal, Elena Sosa Ochoa pleaded no contest to possession with intent to deliver more than 40 grams of cocaine and threats to injure or accuse of a crime. She allegedly tried to help her son, Hector Jimenez Sosa, recover cocaine he sent to an ex-girlfriend's address. This morning, the judge found Ochoa guilty and sentenced her to 5 years of probation.
Yeah, we had thunderstorms here that went through through the area. We did actually pick up quite a bit of rain in one certain area just near Highway 12 up there. They had a flash flood warning earlier this evening. It looks like things have kind of quieted down there, but that's 2+ inches in the center of that little area right there that occurred. Just a very small cell, but did cause some flooding issues. So avoid that area. Obviously, during dark time, it's hard to see exactly what damage has been done. Otherwise, we are tracking a little bit of activity. We got one little bit of round left to come through, but it's not going to amount to much. You can kind of see it right there. So in the next couple hours, you still might see some activity come through, circling around this large low pressure system out of the Dakotas. Overall, if we look at through the night, you can see that clouds will begin to decrease after that last round comes through. We'll see clearing skies, but still some cloud cover out there as you wake up tomorrow morning. Should be dry. Temperatures in the mid to upper 20s to around 50. Later on, as you kind of time that out, we should have plenty of sun in La Crosse, getting back up to the upper 60s by noon. A little bit more cloud cover as we get up to Eau Claire, with temperatures getting up to the mid to upper 60s too. And later on, we'll kind of time out when these dry conditions are actually going to end, because we do have some rain coming back in the forecast for some. We'll kind of explain that and then look ahead towards Mother's Day weekend a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, a recurring theme this rain.
Is.
Thank you, Greg. Folks across the state are coming together for the Toward One Wisconsin Conference in Eau Claire this week. The two-day event brings professionals and advocates together to discuss diversity, equity, and inclusion in today's landscape. News 8 Now's Jeremy Walsh shows us how this year's conference is expanding the DEI conversation beyond its own origins. Jeremy.
Emily, this year's theme, Building Bridges, Breaking Barriers, challenges attendees to look at DEI differently, going beyond gender, race, and sexual orientation, and encouraging conference goers to embrace the evolution of inclusion.
There's a new iteration of DEI that's needed, something that isn't so based on the things that polarize us, but the things that connect us.
Kelly Blackman is the founder of Butterfly Consulting, an agency dedicated to DEI and culture change consulting for corporations nationwide. He says previous conversations about DEI have pushed people away by focusing primarily on race, gender, and sexual orientation.
I don't think it's a bad thing to just push people apart. I think it just means that there's evidence that there's a new version of it needed. So I don't think it's going anywhere, but I do think it's the case that it's polarizing us because it's not right for us anymore.
His message for attendees is to expand the DEI conversation beyond outward identities and include the intrinsic characteristics that make us human.
We're looking at it as something where it involves things like grace and patience. It involves things like assuming people's intrinsic value, things like being personally accountable.
He's also challenging conference goers to overcome their fears.
As a consultant in this space, is that what I'm having to do is to help each partner that I work with to first identify the thing that scares them about this, and then to kind of quell that fear. So it may be a case that you're afraid that your shareholders are going to see you're doing something under the guise of DEI, and it's going to be something that's going to get politicized. Well, to remove that, now instead of us doing something that's under the guise of DEI, it's going to be something that's just about being inclusive.
Blackman isn't alone. Macy Hurst says evolution is central to inclusion.
I've been part of this work for many, many years, but I still feel as there's so much more to learn and so many more people to learn from and to meet in this work.
The conference continues tomorrow from 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Pueblo Center for Performing Arts. The opening discussion, Jewish-Muslim discourse in divided time. Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. 2 wedding barn venues are suing the state of Wisconsin over recently passed alcohol laws. The Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty filed the suit this morning in Trempealeau County on behalf of 2 wedding barns. This comes after the passing of a new law, Act 73, which redefines what locations can serve alcohol on the property without a liquor license. Under the new law, private event spaces like wedding barns have to have a liquor license in order to allow alcohol on the property. The lawsuit alleges that the reworking of alcohol regulations in Wisconsin will have a harmful effect on special event venues and how they do business. The lawsuit's lead attorney says one reason they are suing the state is because Act 73 violates the Wisconsin Constitution's guarantee of equal protection under the law, which states similarly situated people placed in different classes cannot be regulated differently.
A wedding barn located in Berlin or the town of Preston is not so different than a wedding barn that'd be located, in a professional baseball or football stadium district, such that they should be regulated differently. It's nonsensical law, and we believe it violates their constitutional rights.
Weber is referring to wording in Act 73 that exempts public places like stadium parking lots from the liquor regulations if the alcohol is served on the same day as a ticketed event held at the stadium. Weber hopes the lawsuit will be resolved before Act 73 takes effect on January 1st, 2026. The city of La Crosse is celebrating a new affordable apartment and townhome complex. The first complex in the River Point district, dubbed the Driftless, is expected to be move-in ready by December, and today the City and Redevelopment Authority held a celebration. The Driftless, managed by MSP Real Estate, will offer 100 much-needed affordable senior housing units for those ages 55 and above.
The maximum incomes for folks living here would be anywhere from 30 to 80% of the county median income. And then that rent level is then set to be about 30% of the individual's income level.
The Driftless is just one of numerous complexes that are going up in the area across from the downtown Festival Foods. River Point's project manager said the next complex to get started on will likely be the War Eagle, which will feature 59 units, as well as retail and restaurant space on the ground floor. A collaborative program is providing homes for families who've experienced housing insecurity before. The Thriving Families program began last year. It's an ongoing collaborative effort between Coulee Cap, Catholic Charities, and the county. Coulee Cap and Catholic Charities buy properties and prepare them for a family to move into. Then social workers with the La Crosse Area Family Collaborative provide ongoing support for the families while they're in their new housing.
So they're getting support in meeting their other goals, financial goals, educational goals, work goals.
The county says so far 11 units have been purchased between Coulee Cap and Catholic Charities, and 4 families have been housed. The goal is to have 16 to 20 units for families by the end of 2025. If you're interested in selling a property to Thriving Families program, you can head to Coulee Cap's website. We'll have that information posted on our digital platforms. The School District of La Crosse is celebrating Youth Apprenticeship Week with an ice cream social. The week is celebrated nationwide to highlight the importance of apprenticeship programs, which give high school students the chance to get a head start on potential careers. About 64 students from La Crosse schools are participating in the program, interning or apprenticing with local businesses. Today's ice cream social was a celebration of finishing this program.
My favorite part of tonight is seeing the students with their mentors, with the people that they've been learning and working alongside for a semester or for the last school year. Being able to highlight and recognize the learning, the partnership, the networking.
Some of the 16 career pathways offered through the program include healthcare, graphic design, and robotics. The Boy Scouts of America are changing its name for the first time in its 114-year history. The goals organization leaders hope to achieve with the new name.
Last year, our daughter blessed our family with this cute little nugget. We're supposed to leave our next generation better off, but because Washington politicians have spent our money recklessly, he starts out owing hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. It's wrong. The spending needs to stop. Unlike career politicians who drive us deeper into debt, I'll fight for him and for your children to have a better future. I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to plant and grow your dream yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like half off 1 cubic foot bags of Miracle Grow garden soil, 40-pound bags of Blaine's Black Oil Sunflower Seed, just $17.99. All Longfield spring bulbs, 15% off. And with Mother's Day coming up, get 4 packs of flowering annuals and vegetables, just $2.29. Plus, visit our outdoor garden centers, now open at select Blaine's Farm and Fleet stores.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Tonight, fireworks inside the courtroom in the criminal trial of former President Donald Trump. Former porn star Stormy Daniels, the key witness at the center of the trial, was called to the stand today. Daniels testified under oath about an alleged sexual encounter she had with Trump in 2006, at times in graphic detail. Daniels' comments drew repeated objections from Trump's lawyers, who asked for a mistrial, claiming the prosecution was trying to embarrass the president. Judge Juan Merchan denied the motion, but acknowledged some of this would have been better left unsaid.
The case is totally falling apart. They have nothing on books and records, and even something that should bear very little relationship to the case.
Daniels is expected back on the stand for cross-examination when the trial resumes Thursday. After 114 years, the Boy Scouts of America is changing its name to better serve the nation's youth. In an announcement today, the Boy Scouts of America revealed it will be known as Scouting America. Just 5 years ago, the Texas-based organization welcomed girls into scouting, and in 2013 finally started allowing gay youth to join. The president says he hopes the new name will help boost membership and make all young people feel welcome.
Scouting under the name Scouting America will enable us to charter a course towards continued growth, relevance, and impact. We are an organization for all. It's time our name reflects that.
The Boy Scouts recently filed for bankruptcy to help settle scores of sexual abuse lawsuits. More than 80,000 men sued the organization, claiming they were sexually abused as kids while scouting. Governor Tony Evers on pothole patrol. Steps he's taken to help fix Wisconsin's roads in just a few minutes.
After the storms today, we got dry conditions for your Wednesday. Unfortunately, we do have rain coming back Wednesday night into Thursday. I'll track when to expect it and how colder it'll get for your Thursday. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
My son, Nick, took illicit fentanyl, which cost him his life. And knowing that my son is never coming back is the worst thing that I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Tammy Baldwin's been with us every step of the way. She just got a major bill passed to really crack down on fentanyl. She doesn't just talk the talk, but she actually walks the walk.
I cannot tell you how much we appreciate Tammy Baldwin fighting this fight.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
River Valley has the capabilities of making your current home your dream home. We offer a full suite of bathroom products that are not only maintenance-free, but last the test of time. We offer transparency throughout the entire process, from the initial consultation to my installation, and then service after the project is completed. There's no better time to get the bathroom remodeled in your home. Contact us today for your free estimate and design consultation.
Sealands Carpetland, your family comes first. We're more than just a flooring store. We're your partners in creating a home that lasts a lifetime. Discover a world of comfort and durability with our huge selection. Whether it's cozy carpeting for your living room, timeless hardwood for a classic touch, or versatile tiles that stand up to the hustle and bustle of family life. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Today, Governor Tony Evers visited Tomah to help local construction workers fill pothole holes. This is the 4th year the governor has gone on pothole patrol. As part of the state budget, Evers approved $100 million for local transportation improvements. Evers says he's also trying to raise awareness for construction safety, adding that 10 people died last year in work zones.
I just find that unacceptable because these people, whether they're out on the highway or doing local stuff, they have things marked off. There's all sorts of things that would prevent people from, frankly, losing their lives. These people work hard. They should be able to go home after a day. And
according to the Wisconsin DOT, there was one work zone crash every 4 hours in 2023. Well, a bit of a rainy morning and evening we've had today, and the question is this going to spill over into tomorrow? Let's send it to Greg for those answers.
We definitely won't have it spilling over till tomorrow, but we still have a little bit of a round tonight, and unfortunately tomorrow night we have more precipitation coming in, and that's kind of the story. Is mainly dry Wednesday. Wednesday night looks wet into Thursday, and it's really far southern areas will have the better shot of that. Everyone will see a much cooler day on Thursday with a north wind and still a few showers. You'll definitely feel kind of that chill in the air with that north wind. For severe threat for Wednesday evening, it's really mainly to the south. Still an isolated chance we might see some storms creep up into southwestern Wisconsin. We'll see, but for right now, very limited, and I'll kind of show you where exactly I mean. Right now, the last really batch of precipitation we're watching is a little bit of a line. You kind of see some outflow boundaries, we call these, coming across, and with that, it's producing a little bit of shower and thunderstorm that will approach the Cross area, maybe one towards Prairie du Chien and one further up towards Eau Claire too. Very isolated, very small little cells that may pop up for the next hour and a half that'll come through. Besides that, everything else is pushed off to the east. That's the good news. Kind of timing it out, you can see by about 11 p.m. that little bit of line there, if it holds together, is around the Cross area, and then it'll eventually lift north. So overnight, once we get past that, off and on cloud cover, but a lot of areas will see clearing skies too. You'll wake up then as we go in tomorrow morning, upper 40s, low 50s. Throughout the day tomorrow, mainly mostly sunny up to the north. Increasing clouds towards the afternoon hour for southern areas. Temperatures still getting up into the 60s to low 70s as we get there. The one thing we're watching towards tomorrow evening is once that cloud cover begins to increase, we'll see some precipitation approach, maybe like Prairie du Chien areas towards Wednesday evening. It's going to struggle to make it further up north than probably I-90 by the time we get to 8 or 9 o'clock. We'll see how far north this gets. It's going to struggle with more drier air up to the north. So if you're up further up towards Ladysmith and those areas, probably will see clearing skies and clear skies through Wednesday, at least early in the night, before cloud cover increases and as precipitation tries to make it up north. But that's what we're going to see. We're really going to be a split in the area through Wednesday night and Thursday as who gets rain and further north who doesn't get the rain and maybe just cloud cover. And that's a story as the system kind of sits right to our south. Then as we go through Thursday morning, precipitation for all areas will begin to wrap up a little bit, but then you'll see that north flow behind the system bring in some cooler air. Along with that, maybe a few sprinkles in the afternoon. That'll keep the temperatures down. Eventually Thursday night into Friday morning, we will start to clear out a little bit. And here's another little weak system that could come through Friday. We'll kind of detail that a little bit later here. There's your severe threat for that Wednesday night. Really far south areas. We'll see how far maybe the thunderstorms get, but it won't get much further than that really indicated. So that's what we're looking at. So tonight, we still got that little bit of a line come through. Otherwise, once it does, we'll have dry conditions, decreasing clouds, get temperatures lowering back into the 40s and the 50s. Tomorrow, more sun than clouds. We'll see increasing clouds in the afternoon for southern areas. Still, everyone should get up into the 70s, and that rain really comes in towards Wednesday evening, and that's south of La Crosse, and then it kind of creeps further north as the night goes on. Otherwise, a cool Thursday as we go into low 60s. And right now, Mother's Day, okay, but we still got some clouds, maybe a shot of a shower. It's getting a little bit uncertain for Sunday as well, but so far, so good.
Yeah, it looks good. It's going to stay that way. Keep good vibes. All right, coming up in sports, the Brewers looking to get back on track in Kansas City. Plus, many of our area high schools were hitting the track this afternoon in Onalaska. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Here's the choice. Eric Hovde, 4th-generation Wisconsinite, self-made businessman, job creator, and Eric's foundation provides homes that save thousands of children in need. Career politician Tammy Baldwin, 38 years in politics, voted with Biden 95% of the time. Her votes caused prices to soar, and she refused to secure our border. Career politician Tammy Baldwin, she's not working for us anymore. Fix Washington PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When we at Riverbank made our new youth savings account, we wanted to learn more about how kids thought about money. So we went right to the source. Our first question was, how much money do your parents spend in a year?
$16.
Okay.
25. More than 100. 105. 3,000.
Riverbank, local banking made simple.
Windows are a lot like car tires. They all look the same, but they definitely don't all perform the same.
Take our StarMark composite window, available exclusively at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. Don't settle on your new windows. Insist on the best windows you can buy.
Free triple pane glass upgrade and 60 months interest-free financing.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The high school track season is heating up. Conference meets are right around the corner. The MVC meet will take place this Saturday, and a few MVC schools were gearing up for it this afternoon in Onalaska. Lots of great competitors on hand for the Onalaska Invitational. Start with the 4x800 meter relay on the boys' side. Riverhawks soaring in at just under 8 minutes and 49 seconds. On the girls' side, Hilltoppers getting a win on their home track at just over 11:15. Girls 100-meter hurdles now. This was a battle. Holman's Macy Kime on the far right going all out, but Lily Schwark from Wisconsin Dells edges her out at 17.60. On the boys' side, one-man show in the 110 hurdles. Central's Aaron Polma flying. Nobody within 3 seconds of the Riverhawks senior. Polma comes in with the first place time of 15.26. Girls 100-meter dash. Aquinas sophomore Sammy Davis speeding toward the finish line. Onalaska's Eliana Mascotti right there with her, but Davis finishes first at 13.27. On the boys' side, this one coming down to the wire as well. Central's Cade Larson looking good, but it's Holman's Joel Jackson turning on the Jets. 11.51 for the Vikings senior. He wins it by 0.03 of a second. Girls 1,600-meter run now. Holman senior Annabella Phillips way ahead of the pack at just over 5 minutes and 36 seconds. For the boys, Aquinas junior Thomas Gorman, the third, in a class of his own, a sub-5-minute time of just under 4:48. Another win for the Blue Golds in the 4x200-meter relay. Aquinas wins it at just over 1 minute and 48 seconds, and the Blue Golds make it a clean sweep in the 4x2 on the boys' side. They get it done at just over 91 seconds. Last but not least, 400-meter dash on the girls' side. 3 Hilltoppers finishing atop the leaderboard, but it's Onalaska sophomore Isabella Malachek leading the pack as she finishes with a first-place time of 58.55 seconds. Over in Cashton, the Eagle softball team trying to close in on a conference title. They were up against New Lisbon. Sarah Schrader dominating in the pitcher's circle, striking out everyone in this one. Finishes with 12 strikeouts on the day. She was untouchable. But you need runs to win the game. Marley Schrader doing her best to make that happen. She singles up the middle. Then after stealing second, Schrader takes off for third. After the throw gets past the defense, she takes off for home, slides in safe to give the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Next inning, Sydney Helgerson is going to get a hold of one. That's down over the head of the defense. 1 run comes in to score. Helgerson in with an RBI triple. Cashton gets the win 7-0. Eagles improve to 15-3 on the year. Brewers looking to get back in the win column in KC. Big inning in the second for the Crew. Reese Hoskins gets it started with a deep shot to center. Solo blast puts Milwaukee on the board. Next batter, Joey Ortiz. He's got the same idea. He belts one out to deep left center field, and that ball's gone. Back-to-back jacks for the Brewers makes it 2-0, but the Royals respond in a big way in the 5th. Salvador Perez scorches one to left. That's going to be trouble. 1 run comes in to score on the double from Perez. KC goes up by 2. Let's fast forward now to the 9th. Still a 2-run lead for Kansas City, but with 2 outs and 2 on, Willie Adames changes that with 1 swing of the bat. Willie gets all of this one, and that one's gone for a 3-run shot. Brewers back on top for good. Milwaukee gets a big-time win in KC, 6-5. Twins looking for their 2nd straight win over Seattle, but in the 7th, bases loaded for Cal Raleigh, and he clears them. Raleigh sends it high and deep to left, and that's a grand slam. Mariners go in front 6-4. Twins would tie it in the 8th, but Seattle puts up a 4 spot in the 9th, and they get the win over Minnesota, 10-6.
Close call.
Close call. But hey, T-Wolves are doing well.
Yeah,
up 2-0.
Brewers won. Yeah.
A few days off.
Yeah.
Fun times here in the sports department. A lot of things going on.
So many things
I'm
going
jazzed.
on.
I think I get my 2nd win. That's the worst part about this job. I love it, but I get my 2nd win at like, what is it, 10:30.
And then it's time to go home.
I'm up until 3 o'clock sometimes.
Oh, no. Okay, bring it over for tomorrow.
I'm wired.
All right.
I need some Ovaltine or something. Remember Ovaltine?
Oh, yeah, I remember Ovaltine. Little Orphan Annie drank that, I think.
There you go.
Okay, we'll have another look. No, we have more news after this, actually.
Working with Maxwell White was amazing. They were professional, answered all of my questions.
I give Maxwell White my highest possible recommendation.
Maxwell White did a fabulous job on our shower install. 5-star plumbing service done right.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money. And you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
Get
ready for high-octane action. Remlinger Collector Car Auctions is back with its spring auction May 31st and June 1st in Winona, Minnesota. Consigners, head to RemlingerAuctions.com to consign now and earn top dollar. Early consigners get the most exposure with our pre-qualified bidders ready to buy. Reserve your place today and be part of the excitement. Remlinger Collector Car Auctions, where every car has a story and every bid is an adventure.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Have you checked your sump pump lately? After a big rain, basement flooding can significantly damage your home. Stay ahead and dry with a call to Maxwell White. We have standard pumps along with battery backup systems in case you lose power. Prevent future damage. Contact Maxwell White today.
Teachers in the La Crosse School District received a sweet thank you today in honor of National Teacher Appreciation Day. The La Crosse Public Education Foundation delivered treats to each school this morning as a way to show appreciation for the district staff's hard work. The executive director for the foundation says it's important to show teachers they are valued because they have such an important job raising our youth. This is the 10th year the foundation has held a Teacher Day. It's made possible with a grant from the Carroll Table Thank a Teacher Fund. All right, Greg will have another look at our forecast when we come back.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this. I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
When does a credit union become more than a credit union? Maybe it starts simple, getting you in a vehicle that's safe and reliable for your daily trips. Or maybe it's getting your dream vehicle for weekend adventures to remember. Whatever your vehicle needs are, Ultra is ready to go the extra mile. With professional loan experts, an easy application, and no payments for 90 days. Apply today at driveultra.org. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Let River City Grill be your new lunch destination. Whether it's corporate lunches, parties, or events, we have the space and food for all of your gathering needs, big or small. We offer an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. with unlimited soup, salad, pizza, wings, and so much more. There's something for everybody. Stop by the bar and pair your delicious lunch with one of our many beers available on draft. River City Grill, Winona, Minnesota.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
All right, you still could hear a rumble of thunder. We still got a little bit of a line coming through. You kind of see the change in color from dark green to light green. It's kind of outflows that are coming through. So it'll be probably in the next hour we might see a thunderstorm across, maybe even Prairie du Chien. Very light, very isolated. It won't last too long. Otherwise, good conditions tomorrow. Get wet conditions Wednesday night into Thursday. You'll feel the cool 60s back on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday off and on, maybe a few showers. And Mother's Day so far looks okay. We'll keep our fingers crossed right now on that.
Looks good. It's going to stay good, Greg. Let's keep it up. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.